4.9, solving mixed factoring equations. This is exactly the same as the last lesson, but now we're going to take it a step further and solve for what x is. And again, my advice is always check for GCF first. If you miss that step, the whole thing will be wrong. So number one, again, I'm telling you what type they are, but you have to be able to identify these. Let's see what they have in common. I would take out a negative. Both numbers can be divided by 4, and I can take out an x squared. And so then that would leave me with an x squared plus 4. Set it all equal to 0. And then I want to draw a line down through my factors. I couldn't do this again because it's an addition problem. So I have negative 4x squared equals 0 and x squared plus 4 equals 0. Okay, let me go over here. So anytime, I'm hoping you realize that we have a monomial, one thing equaling 0, you solve it and it'll still get 0. So square rooting 0 is still 0. Could be a plus minus 0, but that's not possible, so we'll just leave it 0. Then my other one is x squared plus 4 equals 0. I want to subtract the 4 over, so it's negative. Square root both sides. Can't square root a negative, so that comes in as an imaginary number. That would be positive and negative 2i. I don't think I'm going to write my answers again since I'm running out of room. I'll just boxes around them. So you would put in 0, and then there should be a plus minus symbol to I. Okay, number 2 is a difference of squares problem, but let's check. I believe 64 divided by 4. You can take out an x. That would be x to the 4th power minus 16. Set it equal to 0. Now, I can't solve this since it's x to the 4th, but it is a difference of squares. So I'm going to factor that again. Split up x to the 4th is x squared times x squared. Square root of 16 is 4. 1's a plus, 1's a minus. Bring down my 4x. So now you're setting each factor equal to 0 and solving. And bring it over here. So 4x needs to equal 0. X would be 0. X squared plus 4 needs to equal 0. Subtract the 4 over. It's negative. Square root that. We just had that. That's a positive and a negative 2i. And then x squared minus 4 equals 0. Add the 4 over. Square root both sides. You get positive, negative, just regular 2. So I'll write that one again since they're kind of spread out. 0 plus or minus 2i plus or minus 2. Okay, then we have our trinomials. All I can take out is a negative. So that'd be x squared minus 12x plus 35 equals 0. This can be factored again. Must be an x times x. I need two negatives, so that'd be negative 7 and negative 5. This is not going to be an answer at all, so don't worry about that. And then this one would be 7, and then this one would be 5. Number 4, I can take out a 5x squared. That would leave me with 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. Unfortunately, this is a slide and divide because I have an a value other than 1. So I'll have x squared plus 6x. 9 times 1 is 9. Factor that. That would be 3 and 3, but don't forget to go back to the 9, or divide by 9. This is one we haven't seen yet. I'm hoping somebody showed up in your Delta Math. 3/9 doesn't divide, but it does simplify down to 1/3. I need more room on this. And then once your fraction's simplified, you slide your denominator up in front. So really it's a 3x plus 1 times a 3x plus 1. And all of that work was simply to factor this line divide. I also still had the 5x squared. Set it all equal to 0. This, we've been learning, gets 0 anyways. This would be, subtract the 1, makes it -1 divided by 3. -1/3 and -1/3. Since this answer is appearing twice, you really just have to write it once. So I'll put 0 and -1/3. Okay, and the last two have to do with grouping because there's 4 terms. I can take out a negative and a 2. And so that would give me 2x cubed plus 3x squared plus 8x plus 12. Okay, so not sliding into my group. I can take out an x squared, so that would leave me with 2x plus 3. Take out a 4, and that would leave me with a 2x plus 3. Put my x squared plus 4 together, my 2x plus 3 together, bring down my -2, set it all equal to 0. So this first one won't get an answer at all. It doesn't have an x. I need to solve x squared plus 4 equals 0. Subtract the 4 over, so now it's negative. Square rooting -4 gets me 2 answers, plus or minus 2i. And then this one, subtract the 3 over, making it negative, divide by 2, so x is -3/2. I'm not going to write that one again because I'm really running out of room. And then the last one, we can take out a 2. So that would be x cubed minus 2x squared minus 16x plus 32. Let me not do that yet. Group. Take out an x squared, that would be times an x minus 2. Bring down your negative, take out a 16, that would be x minus 2. So I get x squared minus 16 times an x minus 2. Bring down my 2. Okay, you got 2 options. I do have a difference of squares here, so you could factor this again, or you could go on and solve it. I kind of like to solve it just to speed me up. So I know this won't get an answer since there's no x. X squared minus 16 equals 0. I would add the 16 over, making it positive. Square root. Square root of 16 is positive -4. And then x minus 2 is 0. That's just x equals 2. So you get 3 solutions on that one. And that's it.